Hi, I'm Sakina. I'm a realtor and a social media coach. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about the biggest mistakes I made as an influencer. Yeah, I really am excited to do this video because there's so much information that I want to share with people in regards to making money as an influencer. But I really want to help you avoid the mistakes that I did so that you can make money faster. Because had I known these things, I probably would have made a lot more money in a lot less time. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. MVS Creates is a social media agency that helps entrepreneurs, YouTubers, influencers, social media content creators, influencers boost their business using the power of social media. I post 2 videos per week. So if you would like to learn more about how to use the power of social media to boost your business, be sure to subscribe. And if you learn at least one new thing in this video today, please give it a thumbs up. That'll let me know that you want to learn more about this particular topic, and I will create content to teach you more about this topic. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So if you've been following my channel, you may already know that I used to be a professional influencer. I like to think of myself as semi-retired now. I do still work as an influencer occasionally if the price is right and the brand is right, but I don't really focus on it heavily. And in the past, I've worked with brands such as Soko Botanicals, Wish Beauty, and Olay, just to name a few. And if you'd like to know more about my journey and how I became a social media influencer, you can check out the video above as I give you my backstory on how I even got into social media and influence work. To make a long story short though, I made big mistakes, really big mistakes when it came to running a social media influencer business. I had no formal business training, so I just kind of winged it. I didn't know anything. There was no blueprint for it at the time. So I just kind of started as a hobby, and as I learned more, I became a professional. In this video, you're going to learn the biggest mistakes that I made so you don't have to make those same mistakes and you can start making money faster. Mistake number 1, not having a purpose or a mission. In my first 2 to 3 years as a blogger, I did not have a defined mission or purpose. As the French would say, I did not have a raison d'etre. My content featured anything that came to my mind and that I was interested in at that time, and that was fun, but that did not bring me new readers or followers. Here is my pro tip for you. Discover your purpose fast. In the sea of social media content, your purpose is what is going to fuel your business. When you get bored of posting flat lays and taking selfies, you can always go back to your purpose to keep you on track and to keep your business moving in the right direction. You won't fall into the trap like I did of looking and following what other influencers are doing to try to keep up with them. But if you have a really clear purpose and mission, it'll keep you on your path, staying in your lane, focusing on what's going to make your business better. Another way of saying this is your purpose is your why. And everything that you create comes back to that one question. What is your why? When you have a clear brand mission or purpose, it will establish you as a business. You're not just going to be some teenager or young adult on TikTok making videos. It will be clear to your audience who you are and what your brand is about. Mistake number 2. I didn't have a brand identity. In my first 2 to 3 years of being an influencer, I did not have a clear brand identity. I posted anything and everything that I wanted, but I didn't really have a clear vision of what I wanted my brand to convey. And that was a big mistake. I did not have a clear vision of what I wanted My Brown Sparkles to convey to my audience. Pro tip: establish your brand identity before you launch. I recommend using Pinterest or picking 2 to 3 influencers or content creators that you admire and you really like how they have their business and brand identity structured. Kind of look at their content and take from it, the pieces that you like. What do you like about this person's content? Is it that their photos are always bright? Is it that it looks luxurious and high end? Is it that it's fun and playful? You don't want to copy their brand, but you want to get an idea of what is it about this particular professional influencer that you like about their content, so that you can remember to incorporate that into your own brand. If you'd like more information on creating a brand identity, I highly suggest you check out the video above, and I'll link it below in the description box below. It is how to build a brand identity kit in Canva. It's a very helpful tool that'll help you get clear on how you want your brand to be perceived and the personality of your brand. I also made this really cool video, 20 inspiring mood boards for brand identity, to give you an idea of what a brand identity kit is supposed to be. I highly suggest you watch that video. It's fun. It's going to give you a lot of ideas on how you can construct a brand identity kit or mood board for your brand. All in all, your brand identity is important because it is going to communicate to your audience your brand's personality and your brand's mission. Your brand identity is how your audience views you. It will attract your ideal client, and it communicates clearly your brand's personality and mission. When I defined my brand identity, I started getting paid. Are you ready for mistake number 3? Mistake number 3 is that I did not commit to a posting strategy for 3 to 6 months minimum. This is a business, okay? This is not a wake up and I'm gonna post this Instagram picture because it looks good when I want to post it. No, if you're trying to go from a hobbyist to a professional paid influencer, you're gonna have to have a schedule, and you're gonna need to stick to that schedule, because consistency is so important if you want to build your audience, if you want to increase your engagement, and if you want to build trust from your audience. So I recommend that you commit to a content schedule for a minimum of 3 months. After that 3-month period, you can look over your analytics, review how certain content performed, and then that information will help you build your brand scheduling strategy for the next 90 days. So you can do it for 3 months, you can do it for 6 months, 6 months. And in that time, basically you're just gathering data. You're gathering data from your audience, from their engagement, from the content that you're posting, what's popular, and that's going to help you build your strategy over time. I had a really bad habit of creating a content schedule and then getting lazy after 2 weeks, because in my mind, I was like, this is creative work. I'm an artist. I can post when I want, and that should be enough. No, it's not true. If you're gonna run it like a business, then you need to run like a business is run. Do you go to the grocery store? Does the grocery store open when it wants to? Or does it have a set schedule that the customers know it's gonna be open and available for them to shop? That's the importance of having a content strategy. It's gonna help you create consistency and get results. So here is my professional tip. In order to go from being a hobbyist to a professional, you're going to need to commit to a content strategy for a minimum of 3 to 6 months. Once I became more consistent with my content strategy, I began getting more followers, and the engagement of those followers increased significantly, which affected the brand deals that I was able to get. Okay, now before we get into mistake number 4, I'm gonna need y'all to give me a thumbs up if you have learned something new within mistake number 1 and mistake number 3 that I've already revealed. All right, have you given a thumbs up yet? Okay, let's get back into it. So mistake number 4. Mistake number 4, solve a problem. I did not solve a problem. Businesses solve problems. When I first started blogging, I was focused on my skin. I had some skin issues that were plaguing me and bothering me, and so I was searching for solutions on the internet, and I would test out products to see if they would work to solve my problem. Initially, this did attract my first blog readers, but I never really nailed it. I never really solved the problem. I just found different products that could possibly solve the problem. So it wasn't quite where I needed to be. When I finally niched down and I focused on a specific problem, that's when I had more success. So I niched down to focus on eco-consumerism and sustainability. Once I did this, that's when I found my tribe and I found like-minded brands that I could collaborate with. So my tip for you is niche down to solve a problem. Find a problem, solve it with your content. You'll create longevity, brand authority, as well as trust with your followers. All right, it's time for mistake number 5. Mistake number 5 is I gave up. True story. I would say that perhaps the hardest part about content creation is running out of ideas and getting stagnant and burning out. At the end of 2021, I decided that I was done. I just didn't feel it anymore. I was working a full-time job and I was doing My Brown Sparkles on the side, and I'd kind of fallen off my content strategy. I'm going to completely admit that a lot of the success that I wanted dwindled because I got lazy and I fell off of my content strategy. I was working with a brand at the time and we had a brand agreement that was going to span, it didn't really have an end date, but I still was not feeling, I wasn't feeling inspired, and I was actually starting to grow tired of doing content creation. So I decided I was gonna just quit. And we're now at the end of 2022, and all of a sudden I'm inspired once again, like, man, maybe I should start getting back into content creation for My Brown Sparkles, because now I have MBS Creates and I have a clear vision for this one. I'm basically, with MBS Creates, I'm doing everything the right way from the beginning that I didn't do for My Brown Sparkles. And in doing so, it's almost sparking that interest for me to pour back into My Brown Sparkles. I'm not gonna do that, but I didn't foresee that I would be interested in, continuing growing My Brown Sparkles at any point in time. So I regret not taking a hiatus as opposed to saying that I was gonna quit. So I told my followers, hey, I'm deleting this Instagram account and I'm quitting. I'm no longer doing blogging. I might come back every once in a while, but I'm pretty much done. And I actually deleted a ton of photos. And now I realize that wasn't necessary and that I could have just told my followers that, hey, I need a break. So my pro tip for you guys is to don't quit. Rebrand to suit your evolution if you're running a business, you should be managing your funds in a way that will help propel your evolution. So if you need to outsource tasks that you no longer want to do, then you can do so. And as you evolve, your followers will evolve and grow with you. And they will be more likely to support you in your new business journeys. I'll end this video by saying this. You should run your social media like a business, because it is. If you're trying to be a professional influencer, YouTuber, content creator, entrepreneur, or business owner using social media, run your social media like a business, because that is what it is. Don't be afraid to outsource tasks. I highly recommend Fiverr.com. You can find professional graphic artists, videographers, photographers, illustrators, you name it, who can help you create content in an affordable way. And once your business starts to grow, you're going to want to outsource those little tasks that you just don't have time to do because you're doing more important things for your business. So don't be afraid to outsource. I've outsourced before. I've hired photographers, I've hired videographers, and they've helped me do things that I was not able to do. Even if I wanted to do them, I didn't have the time to do them. And so I used the money from my business to help, free up some of my time. And as your quality, as the quality of your content gets better, the quality of your engagement gets better. And as the quality of your engagement gets better, guess what? You're gonna make more money. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Influencing is going to continue to rise. There are billions of dollars in marketing dollars from different brands and companies out there waiting to go to the right influencers who have the right audience and who are making an impact on their audience, and you could be one of them. So I will be making a influencer course, a live course coming here pretty soon, and as soon as I have details on that, I will be giving y'all all the deets so that you can sign up, because I have so much knowledge to share with you that I can't do in one video, but I can do it over a 6-week session, 6 weeks of one hour sessions to help you build your social media influencing business and guide you through all those little nuances and answer questions that you might have. But until then, be sure to subscribe so that you can check out the videos that I post here 2 per week. And that's all I have for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.